Hey guys, how you doing? Alright, let's get into this. Let's get down and then we'll go to town. Come on. Alright. Here my oh, wow. Good place here. Actually, I'm thinking about putting knight in. Thinking about playing bishop g6 and then bishop to g7. If he plays here, I'm going to lock it down. Just shut this bishop totally out of play. After I bring my bishop back down. I'm the one that's pushing now. That's what you have to do, is push. Keep the pressure on. The game's done. I won. Alright, one more rematch. Just so I have a pocket to flee to. I don't really wanna pin, so I'm just gonna attack there. Try to see if I can't trade off the bishop here. There we go. Now it's time to get this party started. Yeah, I think I blundered somewhere along the way. That's okay. There was something that I missed. Let me see, because I had an attack going. I'm not worried about it. Just learn from it, right? I want to check something out. Come on, baby, show me what. Let me see, what do we want here? Okay. Hmm. All right, we learned something there. Got some lessons learned there, so that is nice. You have to find out where you erred. I know now where I did. Nice. Okay. Okay. Boom. Kapow. I always go there. It's kind of like, really? We're going for the knockout here. Let's go for it. I'm actually hoping that they play here because I could take that he takes. Oh. I'm the one pushing. I'm the one pushing right now. That's how it's got to be. You push the sitch. You do it. Oops, sorry. There you go. There we go. Hey, how you doing? Missing something? Oh, good. I'm doing good too. Trying to see if I can't find an in route somewhere in it. trying to lock all the pawns on. Oh, yeah. We are. There we go. Lock it all down. Yeah. I'm hoping we can do okay here. Well, I better keep that and just grab this knight really quick. I'm trying to see how can I get my knight there. There's a way to do it, like right there, but I'm not sure if we want that. I'm gonna try to there we go, just jam the knight right in there. Now let's see if we can't. Trying to see how can I. Maybe if I get my king involved, I can then do something. Oh, drat. Let's have that clogged up. There's no entry in. Ay, ay, ay. I might be able to enter in this way. Maybe. I think I might be lost here. I think I probably should have went back here and allowed that, and then I could have moved over. Well, maybe here and allowed that there. I don't know. Okay, I'm still in this. Ugh. If he pushes here, I'm going all the way back. Actually, I could go. Now I'm going to go all the way back. Then I can get in behind here. I blundered. I have to see where I made. Let's see, what was. Oh, I should probably. What should I have done here? Let me see. Oh, up here. So this is a draw. Okay. Drat. Gotta do one more. I'm working on closed positions. I need to work a little bit more on my closed positions. I figure work on it right now so that when you do participate in those, be on the lookout for forks, pins, skewers, and all those goodies. So a knight on f8 is hard to mate. That was a Varakovian statement. Oops. There we go. Okay. There we go. Let me see here. Since we have all this locked down, did I blunder again? No, don't tell me. Did I blunder again? Should have. I need to play my queen up, then move over. Okay. That was a blunder. That was a blunder too. So I blundered right back. Boom. There we go. 1 for 1. All right. Let's see who's got the goods now. One more, and then we'll get. He'll probably let the time run. Oh, it's nice. Interesting. See, what we're doing is we're trying to give a spot for my bishop. Trying to reinforce. We're trying to see if we can't go for these two. Yeah, he's trying to set up basically something that's very similar to a stone wall. I want to play bishop to d. I want to see if I can't take over this diagonal there. That's kind of one of my ideas, is to play here, lock that down, and maybe play there. Oh, interesting. So he's playing pretty tight there. Okay. I'm just going to do that right now and come over here at castle. Probably should have moved my rook, then did that. I'm learning something there every time. I should know it by now, though. So. I don't want him to connect these two pawns here. This piece is gone. When he planted his queen there, he took away his only flight square. Remember, sometimes you have to see everything on the board. That's one thing I'm learning. Sometimes I get a little too hasty and move. I'm working on that. I'm going to break that bad habit, and I'm going to look at the board, analyze it, and find the correct move sequence. And I hope you guys see that too. Yeah, our opponent's gonna be thinking of this for a while, because the only move really to save is queen here. I think the only move's there. Yeah. I want to actually play here and in there. Kaboom, there we go. That was a good one. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I'll leave these puzzles with you. And you have to always remember, put the pressure on. So I'm working at close games. Good job, guys. I'm glad. I know you guys saw all that. Alright. Let's go. let's get on to our French defense. Okay, now remember I promised you we would go over the line of B6. Queen B6. Oh, you want to do the puzzle. Sorry. Okay, so rook takes. Hold on. Rook takes. Rook takes. Knight takes. Hold on. We'll get this puzzle because I did promise you we would do a puzzle. So let's see. Let's bring the thing here closer. Okay. Takes. Knight takes. Rook G7. Yeah, I think that's right. So you're saying rook takes G7, knight takes, actually that'd be a check, that'd be with check. Knight takes G7. Rook G1. Then we have Queen A1 check, and then King D2. Is that kind of what you're thinking? Okay, let's give her a shot. Maybe. Yeah, that'd been interesting for sure. Okay. Let's do it to it, my friends. Alrighty. And okay, this is what this way says about the B line. The B6. This introduces the advanced variation with more than bishop to D2. The system has been overlapped since the line of knight bishop D7 and bishop D2. I'll show you what he's talking about right here. This is the line that usually comes to pass here. Something similar to that. That's the line. Yeah, he says bishop. This way it says bishop D2, bishop D3, C takes D, C takes D, and then B6. There we go. There's also a line if C takes D, or D takes C, bishop takes queen C2, and then F4 destroys white's center. If he tries B4, then of course we play bishop to E2 or E7, D3, which is a mistake, so we'll give a mistake sign to that. F takes, he grabs a pawn, E4, which now the bishop's blocked, bishop G, king F8, G5, bishop takes G5, bishop takes G5, and knight to E5. And this is much better for black in this line here. There's also line. I've seen players play this. This is kind of an odd line, but it does get played every once in a while. It's very dubious. It's a dubious move, not a very good move. You just go plain F6. Remember, your whole idea is to break the center open. Break the center. That's kind of almost our chant, is break the center, break the center. Oops, my bad there. Let's see. Takes. Okay, bishop B7 check. And then king F1. Because of course you guys see why bishop here doesn't work, right? Wham. And you can't take here because you take with check. So that's why he has to move. F takes C, D takes C, and knight GF. Now queen E2, and then knight to F5, and this is they don't even, they have one that's better. I think they should have one that's super better. This is super better for black than anything. So it's over the past 15 years or so, this move right here, I'll show you when we play here. Over the past 50 years or so, this move has been the hottest line in the advanced variation, and used heavily at top levels of international players. In fact, most these days, there's a database of over 7,000 games with move on white A3. And since then, also what has become very popular rather than this move, this move right here, bishop to E2, has become popular. Most French players still play this line here, right here, even though it's the old line. One could say A3 is the most critical line for the modern variation theory. So when white plays A3 after you played queen B6, this is the most hottest line basically out there. There's so many variations on it. So sometimes you don't want to play those lines. If, like Simon Williams says, if you don't have a lot of time, don't play the main lines, because the people who do have a lot of time to put into chess will know these main lines like the back of their hand, and they'll get an advantage and squeeze and never let go. A3, usually what's played is potentially takes. That's what you're seeing. The logical rapid variation of the slow a3. Black intends to play c takes d, and of course somehow getting a knight to f5, winning a pawn. The main idea is to follow your also idea with bishop to d7, bishop e2, e7, and then after castles, or maybe before castles, rook c to rook c8. Sorry, before castling, and then eventually the f6 pawn push will come to pass, and you'll have a really good position for you. In the second main line, h6 is also an idea. Below, it's slightly irregular answer, which I believe has been underestimated. The author says that now there are some like 1,250 games back in this time. I don't know if there's probably much more now in the database, and every top player has used it. Black has, of course, a wide variety that he could play. Black does. He could play c5 or c4, the close in the old main line, which is more flexible. He could play bishop to d7, which is a little bit different, because this is what would happen in that line. C takes D, and rook c8, and now we dominate the open file. That's basically a move order. But the most popular line at this moment is you potentially could play f6. This suggestion from the first edition still strikes me as a sound idea. Basically, f6 gives black some. White's countering on one wing, black's countering in the center. Yeah, so he's saying that potentially that could happen if you go f6 before. Let me see. Let's see if I want to make sure I got this right. F takes e5. D takes. Oops, sorry, not that line. H6, exclam. Bishop takes, bang, takes, and then bishop to d3, bishop g, castles, and it's a slightly better move for this line for black. Slightly, not much better though. It's actually, I believe, from a game. Let's see if the game's here. No game. Wow, it actually originates from a game. Surprisingly, must not be. It must be an older game. Okay, so let's see what the next b4. This right here is, of course, you guys know, a blunder or a mistake. He has just a question mark. I almost think it's a losing. And then queen a1. c4, exclam. This doesn't allow anything to enter in. So this allows for black to actually hold a pawn. Yeah, if you don't want to play that, let's see here. There's bishop d3, which has been played. Doesn't go well with a3 though, because why did you play a3 to begin with? It doesn't make any sense. C takes d, c takes d, bishop d7. Remember, black has a plan this whole time. Castles, dubious. Remember, why in the world did you play a3 if you're not going to play b4? You know, basically that's kind of the idea. Why did you do that? Knight takes, queen takes, and because this bishop's here, he doesn't have any sneaky discovery checks. Knight c3, a6 to stop the knight from coming in. Queen e2, queen g4, which is an interesting. I like this move because black's up a whole pawn, right? And he's got a protected pass one. Why not just trade off? F3. That was an inaccurate move. You know what I mean? Don't do that type of stuff. Don't make check spots. Like kaboom! Look at this. There's a check now on the king. King h1, and then queen h4, sorry. Which makes this very good. This is a very good setup for black. Black has a really tremendous amount of attack coming down the pike. So g3, queen h3, queen e1, bishop c6, with the idea of pushing, and there we go. Hello. Knock knock. You're about to be shell shocked, basically. The castles, and wow, wow, wow. I would love to be black here. This is a heaven sent game for black. How can black go wrong here? I don't really see. I hope there's a game that goes to it. Yes, there's a game, and black did win. Let's see the game. I want to see it. I want to see how it goes. I want to see this is a pretty devastating move sequence. I already know. That was beautiful. So beautiful. Black's up 2 pawns here. You gotta love that. Especially when they're protected ones. This is an idea here. That he has to basically sack. You just pick up a piece in that line. Nikes. That was sweet. That's a sweet game right there. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Can't say enough sweets. That was great. C takes. Ace takes. White trades off his important bishop, dark square bishop. Black does get a ruined pawn structure though, guys. So you have to figure that is it worth a ruined pawn structure? I would say to have the two bishops, yes, it's worth it. Sometimes it looks like it's silly to do that, but what black has the two bishops, and the chance of black opening the position is really high. So in an open position, of course you guys know, bishops rule the day. Bishop d7. There's also, let me see here. It says that in this line here, there's for white. Let me see. Or is it for black? Hold on, let me see, guys. In this line, he says he recommends rook to g8. This is his recommendation if you get in a situation like this. But we know that giving white the advantage for the positional reason. I should specify that knight to this, knight there is actually at exclam. So this really isn't the best move, he's saying, anymore. Bishop bishop d7. You have to kind of know the lines. So oops, not that. Get out of there. So I did the exclam move. Sweet. Okay. This is the best line, but what you could play is bishop d7. Which is actually the best idea. Let's see here. h3, f4, oops, my bad, sorry guys. Let's see. Yeah, interesting lines for sure. Let's see, what is the next one that we're working on here? Okay. Bishop d7. And then bishop e. This solid move is best. If you want a more solid move for white, this is a solid one. But then kaboom, you get this, that gets taken. And you have to be ready for the exchange sack. And then bishop takes, and it's looking pretty good when black attacks the c3 knight. So this is kind of not as solid as e2, bishop e2. Bishop e2 is like super duper solid. This isn't solid. This is more flexible, kind of. I always call it the kind of Gumby. You know, you can move it around and turn it to whatever, or Play-Doh. It's like a Play-Doh move. Okay, so takes. So queen to b3. Let's see the continuation of this line. Oh wow, you gotta love this. This is opening right up. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I would give that an exclam. I like that move. I really like that move. That's power. F3, because you have to shut that down. E5, kaboom. And it's black's like, you may shut down one line, but I'm gonna open a second one. And you ain't got anything on me with that one. There we go. There we go. And black is winning here. This is a total winning position. You have to love those type of positions. It's all because of the non-flexible move or solid move of when he played this move, it set up that whole chain. So white's like, forget that. I learned, you know, don't do that. So they just keep moving on. They go rook c8. You could actually retain again an idea of bishop takes b2. I think this is what he says. Of course, then you have something like this, and he moves, and you do now have rook. So yeah, you got to be careful. He says. He says that potentially best idea is g7, which transposes into knight c3, which is it's a dubious move. Because like what Simon Williams says, why are you playing a move? f6. Make sure the move you play is good. Queen d8. Castles. This is actually, hopefully there's a game. Supposedly there's a game. Yep. And white won in this line. This would have actually been better, but the other player played incorrectly. So castles, bishop g7, queen d2. You can go down this line here. Surprisingly, this runs into trouble since queen, let me see, queen d3 isn't sufficient because f6 is an exclam move. And if you try b5, that's actually a mistake, because smash knight takes, because he doesn't mind, takes, and then f takes. An advantage with the knight takes move is like a knockout. Sorry, this right here gets a exclam. It's a KO move. And if you don't like that, but you wanted to play b5, you could. Probably the best, although black stood well after, stands better. If knight here, a4, f6, queen d2, which is an interesting setup. I was looking at this. This does put a little bit of pressure and tries to get a knight to c3. So f takes, oops, not pawn takes. He plays knight takes, knight f5, and now we're double and triple attacking the pawn. Queen h4 check, king e7, queen b4 check, queen d6 forced, queen takes, oops, not king takes, because that would lead to a fork. Here, if you took with the king, that leads to a fork. With a slight advantage, this is actually, hopefully there's a game that goes to it. Yep, black wins in that game. So this does have an advantage for, it's a very slight advantage for black though, very slight. He played, though, instead he played knight takes, which is an interesting idea. Castle has been played by a few players instead of knight takes. Castling has actually been played a lot, and is a good, and also good plan is knight takes d4 move. But this is what happens when takes, he takes. It's better than, of course, you guys see queen takes, because think about it, queen takes, knight takes, and then bishop takes, and knight b3, rook takes, knight takes, bishop h4, bishop d2, knight d2, and king e7, which is much better for black. Let's see, after knight takes d. He's saying the play, so I'm going to put a mark here so that we know that this is the only move here, so that we won't go any further. He says the play might go on bishop takes, rook d1, bishop a4, queen e3 with an exclam idea. Bishop takes rook, queen, hold on, oops, my bad there. This is the move. Now this gets another exclam, because you know what? He's like, fine, you want to trade? I'll trade. We'll trade. Knight takes e. And castle, kingside with a very slight advantage, slightly better for black. Because of, yes, black's weakness. This is, when black's mobile center and activity outweighs white's rather the inefficient knights. In general, bishop takes h6 variation allows black too much counterplay. White has to play carefully just to maintain the balance and can easily fall victim to tactical blows. Like boom, like down. And as we see, white did fall to a tactical blow, and it hit him really hard, so hard that game over. Okay, let's see how we doing with our time. Let's see, hold on. Okay, we'll do we'll do one puzzle here, and we'll see how we do just one. Okay. So queen takes pawn. I'm thinking bishop c5. a5. Oops. Bishop c5. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Come on, I know you guys are thinking. You guys have to put something down. Come on. What do you guys think? Bishop c5 with a pin on the king? Huh? What do you think? See? There's a pin right onto the king, because it's right through there. What do you guys think about that? And then that also sets up for a pretty good attack for us. We can win a rook. What do you guys think on that? Oh, hey Fox, how you doing? What do you think, Fox? Okay. Actually, I'd probably, if he went h4, I'd probably take with the bishop. Okay. I'll do that. Just a sec. See, if we go here, Fox, watch. He goes up, we just snap that off. If he brings a rook over, we can actually bring our queen in. And if he goes down, we can always bring our bishop back. Or even better, a check, now that I think about it. A bishop check there, and then, oh wow, nice. Here, there, there, rook over. Well, I like queen check, like what you talked about. After bishop c5, rook e2, queen b1 check, king h2, bishop d6 check, g3, and then queen f1, queen f1, and I believe that wins on the spot. I believe that's a one game at that point. What do you guys think on that? What do you think about that, Fox? If here, 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 back, push, then queen to c1, which attacks the rook here and the pawn there, and we have everything going our way. Trying to see if we play here, he could bring his rook over, and we don't have anything. I'm thinking potentially it's maybe rook takes f2. That threatens mate here, and then he'll have to defend there, and when he defends, we can actually bring our rook back down and we're attacking him, or we can grab a pawn here. More likely we'd probably grab a pawn and do a discovery. Actually, I'd just move my king up. I wouldn't bring my rook back. If I played here, he played there. I just move my king up. If he tries bishop here, we just bring our rook back down and we grab the bishop. That's fine with me. We win a bishop. We win a piece. Nope, You forgot one more line. You forgot one more move there. Copy. Yeah, this move right here. Rook takes. It's stellar. Rook takes f5. Exclam. Boom. There you go. That's like, it's all over after that. It's all over but the crying. I'd almost consider the king h2 an exclam too, so we'll put both these in and take out these questions and put an exclam mark in there, because that's pretty hard to see. King h7 is a really hard move to see, and then f5, moving off of that, really, you know. So let's give it a go. Oh. Huh? I don't understand. Why doesn't that work though? Oh, the bishop's being hung. Wow. We'll do one more, then I gotta log. What do you think about that? I like your idea. He cannot take. When the rook's there, he can't take the bishop. We got him. Rook g8, and the game is, it's over. Over. It's all over at that point. What do you think? I'm 100% on rook g8, but I want to see what you guys say, and then we have to log. I'm actually 100% on this one. I could visualize it all in my head. I got it. This rook g8 is the move. What do you guys think? Kapow. Okay. That was good. You guys got any questions on this before I log off? You guys got any questions? Actually, if he does do this, it's actually not holdable. Because he comes back here and boom, there's mate. It's all over. That's why he had to shut the bishop down. But we got the other bishop in return. Yeah! Hurrah! Yes, I'm happy, 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 happy. Alright. Do you guys have any other questions? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Okay. I shall give you guys one more minute if you have questions starting now. And I'll give you guys the number of the puzzle too. There we go. Okay, I'll take that as nope. Alright. Well, guys, I gotta tell you, we did good tonight. We did good. A little bit rough, a little bit rocky, but you know what? We learned a whole bunch. That's the whole point. Slow down, look at the board, and that's what I need to do. I know you guys need to do that as well. We gotta keep pushing forward. That's the main thing. Don't stop learning. Keep learning. And you know what? Like Hannibal Smith said, you have to be the one to dictate the position. And remember, like Bruce Lee says, there are plateaus, but you must continue down those plateaus and make sure that what you do helps you get to the next plateau. Like time is a vital thing that you do not want to waste. Okay? And he also says knowing is not enough, you must apply. So we can know a lot, but unless you apply that, you won't have anything. You can be willing to go the distance, but unless you sit down and do it, you won't. And like coal, under pressure turns into a diamond, that's what we will. Super grandmasters have lost thousands and thousands of games. They won't tell you that, but they have. But one thing that they do every time they lose, they find out where they went wrong and they fix it. And that's what we need to do with all of our games that we lose. Don't lose an opportunity to fix an error that you did so that you can get stronger. Okay, I'll leave you with this thought. Remember, we hang up our coat, we hang up our hat, and we sit down and do the puzzles. When most won't, we do. And that will make all the difference. Okay, as Wesley So says, through the Lord Jesus, as I say, God bless, and I'll see you guys next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, and evening, and Lord willing, guys, I'll be back on tomorrow. And we'll just keep pushing forward, doing better, okay? Congratulations. Hoorah. Congrats, Team Chess Cruncher. Bye-bye. Be blessed.